Hello students, today we are on page number 13 and in today's video we will see about the development in transport and communication system. Now we know very well in the last videos Britishers they were trying to change the system like land revenue policy, then new land revenue system, commercialization of agriculture and so on. It shows the new way of Britishers to trade in India, and this is the very important point for the Britishers to increase the trade. This was very important, and for that they need to develop the transport and communication. And for to develop the transport and communication in India, they started the first railway in the year 1853. In the year 1853, first railway ran on the route of Mumbai to Thane. This is in the year 1853, first railway ran on the route of Mumbai to Thane. In the same year, Britishers started telegraph system in India. Means in our country, the railway has been started by Britishers in the year 1853. After that, telegraph system is also started by them, and due to it all cities and military station got connected to one another. Started postal system. Now in India we know post offices are there. This postal system also started by Britishers, telegraph also started by Britishers, and the railway also started by Britishers. And the first railway ran between Mumbai to Thane in the year 1853. Here you can see the picture. Now, due to all this development, there was a long-term impact on the social life of the Indians. Due to this, there was increasing sense of unity among them. Now, because of the developments in the transport and communication, it shows its long-term impact on the social life of the Indian peoples, and due to this, many peoples, for the sense of unity also increased among the Indians because of the new way of transport and communication. And in it now telegraph and postal system, this is also important for us. Telegraph and postal system was also started by Britishers. Now here, decline of traditional industries in India. Decline of traditional industries in India. The British government obtained huge taxes on goods exported from India to England. We know the British governments, they changed the revenue policy and they were trying to obtain more tax from the farmers as well as from the goods which were exported from India to England. Exported from India to England, they were trying to obtain the more tax or huge tax on it. On the other hand, very less tax was imposed on goods imported from England to India. Now it was the very, we can say, important thing for the Britishers, that they were trying to earn more profit by exporting the things from India to England, and what they did. On the other hand, very less tax was imposed on goods imported from England to India. And also the goods manufactured in England were machine made, and hence there was maximum production at minimum cost. And it was, now we know, in England industrial revolution has been started, and the peoples of England, they were using machines to make the particular things. And because of the machines, the speed of the production, it was more, and the production was maximum, so they were able to sell it on the minimum cost. if you are going to make anything on the machine, it will made many time earlier than by hand, so you can sell it on the minimum price. And to compete with such cheap production was difficult for the Indian artisans. Now see, in India that time the very less machineries were there. Most of the small industries and the Indian artisans, they were making their things only with their by or only with their hands. So it was very difficult to them to compete or to in the competition of the British goods. They need to sell it on little high price because they are making all these things by hand and they needs the more time. And opposite to it, the Britishers, they were using the machines, so they were able to make the goods or things little earlier than the Indians. Eventually, it led to closing down of traditional industries and many artisans became unemployed. And because of the policy of the British government, that huge tax on the goods which were exported from India and the less tax on the goods which were imported from England, then they were using the machines, and so because of that, the peoples were getting these particular things in cheap price. And opposite to it, the Indians, they do not have the machines. So because of this, the traditional industries and many artisans became unemployed because of these things only, because of the industrial revolution in England. The Indian industries or Indian artisans became unemployed.